A lot of people have been asking me about composite case handling this week. It seems to be a much hotter item and topic than I previously thought. The good thing is, I now believe I have this down cold, as far as running it and being able to define things correctly. The simplest modern definition that I have been able to come up with is: the composite case consists of charge in the reactive minds of other beings that has the ability to indirectly affect other beings. Why this is and the whole scope of how this happens, I am not going to go into at this point. I just wanted to outline a basic definition to help clarify what I'm going to write here this week. The best example I think was given last week, where two brothers had an argument that later caused the second brother to fight with his wife. The fight with the wife causing secondary incidents to be formed in the second brother's reactive bank. So that in the future, the first brother's bank would get keyed in every time the second brother's got keyed in on the incident with his wife. This is not direct cause and effect as we know it, but is cause that takes place irrespective of time and space. If I had to guess, this is quantum entanglement at work here. Because of the mutual incident of the brothers fighting causing an effect on the charge residing in the opposite being's bank. The obvious way to handle this would be to run the mutual incident. But that does not work under testing. The way to truly handle a composite incident is to get both the composite and non-composite aspects in both beings, which really just boils down to running the non-related incidents out of the other guy's bank. The auditor, then having him look for a composite incident attached to those he's been angry with, finds the incidents where his brother argued with his wife. Upon running them out, the whole basis for the first brother to get angry in present time blows. He no longer gets mad out of nowhere. So, we find beings we have had direct contact with, and are 100% certain we have no body thetan nonsense. And check if there are composite incidents that being has with us. We get one, then run it. We get another one, then run that too. We do so until they are all gone and the whole chain blows with VGIs. This does not take long. I've never had over 5 or 6 composite incidents in a chain, and there is only ever one chain. So, one composite chain per being is all that needs to be run to cancel out the effects of this composite case on the whole track for that being. To erase the incidents themselves, I have been using a modified version of frequency processing, leveraging the effects of the gravitational constant to do so. We now know that 1 pps equals 1, or only 1 postulate per second can occur per second. So if we take the approximate value of the gravitational constant, we end UR with 6, giving us 6 postulates per second to reach the threshold of the gravitational constant. We can then simply multiply this by multiples of 10 and arrive at 6, 60, 600, 6,000, 60,000, 600,000 postulates per second. Using this table, we can assess the above against incidents or masses, then blow them by holding the frequency long enough to do so. This is a more streamlined way of getting frequencies to run against masses. See upcoming book, and covers a wide enough range to blow any. I have been locating beings on my own track, assessing for composite incidents, then running those with the above method. And I can honestly say that this is where my own case, and probably the cases of all upper levels, has been stalled. Which is an exciting thing to have discovered itself. So that is what has been happening on my end this week. I have a lot more data on this, but it will probably have to wait until this next book gets published for release. Talk to you all next week. Love, Ron.